Hello and welcome to another episode of Chaos in London, and we lay our scene at the mysterious warded house, now claimed by Casey as his home slash sanctum slash sanctuary. Sophia has been spent some of the days this month going through the extensive occult library written in medieval Italian, which was found in the house, and they're meeting to discuss what's happened over the last month over tea or coffee. Had a good month?
Kind of. It's been busy. I haven't been really able to do anything maze related recently.
Well, as long as it's been good busy. There's something to be said, I think, for not being too immersed in the magical community. It's not good for one's mental health just to be entirely focused on it.
Yeah.
So
what's been happening now?
Let me think. I mean, we've not had any completely outlandish stunts like the Mists again recently. Did you hear about this incident with the snake?
An incident with the snake? No.
Okay, so you know Adib?
Adib?
Adib. The Tafani.
The one dude from the past?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's been raising a cult of followers. And he's decided to convince them that magic is real. So he put on some demonstrations.
Oh dear.
This included having his Jinn transport him and a group to the Great Pyramid of Giza. Now, this in itself wouldn't have been a huge problem, except it turned out the Great Pyramid of Giza was not entirely abandoned.
Oh dear.
There was some kind of ritual going inside, not that we got that far, and there was a large snake outside. He probably came back with this group, sadly also with the snake.
Oh no!
So, he stabbed it, and we were quite fortunate. We had a friendly werewolf with us to tear it to pieces. This was a very large snake that always killed someone with a bite. It was an undead snake.
Undead?
As in, it had the pale aura of the undead.
Vampires?
So that was a bit strange.
Okay, that's weird.
Yes, well, it's dead. It was undead, now it's dead.
We dead.
And I think the casualty got to hospital, so didn't die, but it rather disintegrated his little cult after that, so he was a bit downhearted. And he's kind of hatching his next scheme.
Oh dear.
And I know he spent some weeks catching up on his films to try to understand modern culture after that. He wanted to understand what symbols work for modern people. So he went and watched Star Wars. And he developed this strange fascination with the Sith.
Oh dear.
And then he watched Lord of the Rings and developed a strange fascination with Sauron because he already makes magic rings. So I think maybe learning the wrong lessons.
I think so too. Maybe we should talk with him.
So that's what Adib's been up to. What else? Oh, did you see in the news there was this shooter who was he was shooting people once, but they were finding 2 bullets. It was a bit weird.
Yeah.
Well, I heard some people tell me they got the guy, it was some strange story. So he had a push bike with him, which was possessed, or was possessing him or something. I didn't quite understand it all. But what worried me was there was a bystander there who was just a bit in a haze and repeating old poetry. And now I wasn't there for that, but the said bystander I did meet later on a different occasion. He's a mage. He's a mage who's, I think, is in the process of turning marauder.
Oh dear.
And I was wondering, is the whole double shooter possessed bike strangeness just a symptom of his marauderness, not actually? So they didn't really kill the person behind it. So if you see a strange man wandering around reciting old poetry, be cautious. We're not quite sure what to do about it because, yeah, how do you treat a marauder?
You don't.
Or how do you treat someone who's becoming a marauder but isn't quite there yet?
That is indeed a problem, a very, very dangerous problem.
Yes. So, anyway, when I met him, he was reciting this famous poem. About a tiger. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. I think it's by Blake.
Huh?
Oh, it's a famous poem by a poet called William Blake. Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forest of the night.
Oh, never heard of it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the poem he was reciting. I don't know if that's particularly significant. There we are. Next. It's a poem about how wondrous a tiger is.
Interesting.
So, actually, so that happened. Oh, there's a new well, so it's affiliated to HoloOnes. There's what was her American name? Saria. She's American. But she's been started turning up at the crossroads, but she's not fully awakened. She's actually a sorcerer, a hedge wizard. Has the power to curse. Not quite sure what to make of her yet. So. What else to say? The werewolves haven't come back yet. They've been gone over a month now to the Amazon.
Oh dear.
So it's not a good sign.
Well, maybe they won't return some reason.
Oh, I don't know if you heard. I met two of the other sins, desire and envy.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about this?
No.
Okay. So, whereas pride has been making a nuisance for mages, desire and envy, or they actually use names. They call themselves Desiree and Eva, I think. They've been bothering the fair folk. And
yeah,
they were basically occupied some abandoned shopping centre, and they had a fairy with them that they'd enslaved.
Oh dear.
So now, it's an important lesson here. If you meet the Desiree, as she calls herself, and if she offers you what you desire, what is the correct response?
Fuck you, no.
Correct. Guess what this fairy didn't do?
Dum-dums.
No. No, I could see the bond between magically. So I was thinking, okay, maybe if we get him away, we can like unweave the bond. The fairies didn't really care; just killed the guy.
Oh.
Apparently, they didn't like him anyway. But I still thought that was a bit harsh.
Wait, so who killed the guy?
Some other fairies. What was his name?
Ah.
Swallow's Hole. That's his name.
Oh. That's a weird name for Faye.
Yeah, well, guess what he does?
Balding toe?
Yes. So that happened. Oh, someone said when they dealt with the possessed bicycle, there was also a vampire there, but they didn't really say much about that. So, what else? No, I can't think of anything else right now. I've got I took a picture I can show you, and shows you a picture of Desire and Envy. They're actually posing for the camera.
Oh dear.
So that's what they look like if you see them.
Okay.
So I was rather trying to get the right mages and the right fair folk to talk to each other about the whole sin problem.
Oh, any word about the 8th sin yet?
What's that? Sorry?
The 8th sin?
The 8th sin? No, I haven't heard anything about that this month.
Did anybody even go look into it yet?
Nothing I've heard. I mean, yes, I know there've been a couple of the sins. The sins have changed in the Catholic doctrine. There was a sin for this. Oh, I think really depression.
Oh,
we modern people would call it. But still. So the library upstairs. So there were some good books on the layout of the Umbra, which I studied last month, and so I can teach that to you whenever you're ready. We'll have been this month, and there's some more books. So there's some books on mages generally and magic. There's some books on magical theory. So books on the traditions, as in the Council of Nine, and there's some books on the Cult of Ecstasy. So I was glad to focus on, well, I'm not sure either maybe the mage ones or the tradition ones this month, and then I'll be ready to teach you next month. Right.
That's good. That's good. Just got another guy way about.
Yeah.
Good one. Things.
I don't suppose you could do your. How good are you with correspondence? I mean, can you scry?
No.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna be working on that here soon.
What? Okay. Well, where are your talents?
Me myself.
Yeah.
My talent actually lays in forces, life, and prime.
Life and prime. Okay. Forces, life and prime.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, lots of people. I mean, I know lots of Urbanus. I know lots of people who study life around here. Seem very popular. Keep thinking about it myself, and yeah. So forces, does that mean you can throw fireballs like the Hermetics do?
Don't compare me to those class Hermetics.
Oh
yeah,
I don't like them. That reminds me, that was a little while ago.
Yeah, you told me about the trial.
Yes.
And how he put the hand in his face, how almost ridiculous that went.
He was working for the Great Betrayer.
Yes.
And like, I still can't believe the vote was so close.
I know, it's... No, that's no. Size. But anyhow, he'll say, I gotta do something about that. I'll figure something out eventually. I mean, not that. I mean, the other stuff here.
Yes, I'm trying to think what else we could do with investigation. So I keep meaning to go node scouting with some friends of mine, but again, it's just finding the time and again when everyone's available. In fact, I've been busy here with obviously this library.
Oh, there's nothing else, and I guess that's kind of good.
Well, I don't. Oh, we met. I mean, met obviously one or two other new people, but that's not to say everything's important. That's fairy called Guinevere, French, turned up. She seemed important, but she was really like vague about exactly what her status was. Was she a wine merchant? She was trying to offer everyone wine. Now, here's another question for you: when a fairy offers you wine, what do you say?
You don't accept anything from fairy.
Yes. Guess what a Deeb? I think it was Deeb did.
Oh God.
I don't think he was long term harmed, but you see the point. Oh, that was the other thing that Stunter Deeb did. So he did some deals with some of the gods in the crossroads. And he's been given the power to teach 3 different kinds of hedge magic.
Singer?
So he can't use it himself because he's awakened, but he can teach it to others.
And what did he give up in return?
I'm not quite sure. He was a bit vague on that. I think I saw he paid them a lot of quintessence. I think he didn't. Oh no, I think he whispered something to them, but I didn't see what he said. So yes, okay. This is part of his plan to raise a cult and train a new magical army. Might have done better if he hadn't chosen homeless people.
Yeah.
May not win the best of health or stability. But I know he's now adopting this new American sorcerer as his apprentice in the Sith arts.
Oh God.
So.
Somebody need to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, that was a joke. I was trying to tell him about the Marauder, and he didn't understand the concept. I said, "Okay, so he's like he's someone who carries his sanctum around with him." He said, "Oh, that's convenient."
Oh,
it's like no, it's not a good thing.
we need to deal with this old man before he becomes a threat. Oh, no, this Marauder becoming. Maybe I'll do research today about Marauder. See if I can find out.
Well, actually, another slide here. Maybe if I focus on reading about mage lore in the library, I might find something about marauders and how to help them.
Yeah.
I guess maybe someone was a mind specialist that might be able to do something.
Maybe. Shit. Oh, man. The waters, sins. Is there anything that can, not go wrong for once?
Well, it's been a fairly quiet month. I mean, we haven't had a huge mist across London. I don't think no one's died that I'm aware of. I mean, they still haven't moved on the technocracy base with the Valkyrie prisoner.
The technocracy is still here?
I suppose we haven't seen them, but I assume so. Well, with Brexit, London's got this huge knife crime problem.
Knife crime?
Yeah, it's like knife crime has become really rampant. Well, yeah, people can't get guns here, so they use knives.
Oh.
Wait,
wait, a substitute?
Look some stuff in the let's have a look. Yeah, dozens of people have been stabbed in London since this year. Oh.
I wonder.
So,
I can actually keep my eye on as I'm going on my patrols.
Yes. I think it's like, I don't know, it might be like it's gangs, and it's like gang on gang combat, and it's other people being caught in the crossfire with knives. So yeah, it's drug gangs fighting each other.
Well, it must be pretty well hidden then. I haven't seen any of them recently.
Yeah.
I'd look harder.
As you can see from the papers, it's like, getting pretty bad.
So, one more odd question.
Yeah.
Is people still getting the wrong idea about me?
Don't know. What's the wrong idea about you?
Well, last I heard from you, people were exactly didn't like me. Thought I was some kind of hoodlum or something. I breaks my heart.
No, they don't. It's not. How can I put this? They don't think you're a bad person or anything, or have a particularly low opinion of you. I mean, obviously, there are some people who are, shall we say, peaceful. They're in the Ascension War, they're civilians, and obviously, you're a bit like a Deeb. You're someone who's actively going out there and trying to change the world, which is a good thing. But you can see, some people who want to live nice, quiet, peaceful lives don't want to be around someone who doesn't want a life of action and adventure.
Oh, they're bad.
I mean, it's not. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, I was a little concerned about you when the gods like not seriously suggested, "Oh, we'll have to take all your memories," and you went and offered them.
My memories.
That was a bit wrong. They found another way and sorted it, didn't they? I think so. It's fine. You didn't need to do that kind of like.
Well, my memory exactly ain't the best.
Well, it's not. How do I put this? I mean, your capacity to sacrifice yourself and to fight for the common good is commendable, but you may do more good in the long run if you avoid being too keen to make that self-sacrifice?
Honestly, I always figured if I die, I die.
I suppose you believe in reincarnation, don't you?
Yes.
So, but still, you may do more good in the here and now than dying and then having to grow up all over again.
That's true. That's true. Oh boy. What are we gonna do?
Oh, just there's another story about the whole knife crime thing.
Commissioner, I think you said something.
Sorry,
I think
that's
the what you said.
Oh,
I'd be needed
it's
tonight.
annoying. Right, let's get that. So I don't know what the answer is to this knife crime problem, and whether it's entirely mundane or there's something behind it. Well, it's drugs behind it, but
Maybe wrath?
could be greed. If it's all drug money and things.
Could be greed.
Could be pride. It could be lots of things. Actually, drugs could also be desire.
So many problems. So many suspects.
Well, I mean, I guess what can you do about it which the cops can't do?
Well, as a visitor entity, there's a lot I can do.
Yeah, but I mean,
There's nothing I'm gonna do, stupid. I'm not planning on going out there fighting everybody I see.
I mean, Akashics, don't you normally study mind?
Huh?
Well, your tradition, don't you normally study mind?
Yes.
So you could, because if it's gang related, you could find one, but you could find like the low level people on the street and find out from them who their higher ups are.
Problem with that is
the cops can't.
Problem is that I don't I never really studied the mind aspects.
No? Oh, okay.
It's on my list. The thing to do.
Sorry, I always thought Akashics did that, but no, okay.
Oh, not all of us. A lot of us do. It's focused upon, but I'm always more of a headstrong type guy.
Okay. What do you plan to learn this month?
Correspondence.
Okay. Well, again, that's also good for finding things out.
Yeah.
And finding people.
I'm doing some correspondence and then some mine. Basically, I need to pick up a lot of correspondence, though, so I can repair my wards. But they need to be repaired.
Yes, that's a good point. Yeah, I was thinking about learning that myself. Maybe I would help out a bit.
Well,
I think what else to talk about? No, as I say, it's been a relatively quiet month.
That's good. That's very good.
Yeah,
I mean,
the worst thing is Monday knife crime. as I say, maybe we could come up with something that the cops can't handle, like say, deal with the leaders of the gangs. But I mean, that's a dangerous line of work. You know, get into fights with people who are clearly, armed and bloody minded.
Oh, I'm needing to fight. I have you guys' back. That's one thing I'm really good at, actually. Oddly enough. Oh, that's really it, oddly enough.
Yes. I mean, at some point, I should probably try and say hello to the spirit here, just so it knows who I am properly.
Yeah, you might want to do that.
That would be good. And who else do we need to? Is there anything else to talk about? No, I don't think so. Well, anyway, we'll have this talk. So, yes. Okay, well, I better get back to my studies then, see if I can find a solution to how to fix a marauder in that library.
Yep.
Well, I'll say I'll be in touch.
Awesome.
Okay, thank you.
Have fun.
Watching the episode of Chaos in London.